Folks, you're live with Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop. As I sit here waiting for my boy, the Dusty one. He said he's online waiting on me. I don't see him, no. Dusty Baker. Dusty Baker. Dusty Vision, where you at, Doc? I don't see him yet. Where you at, dude? I sent him a link. He said he's standing by. Don't know where he at. Let me test. Let me see where he at. Let me see here. Where the hell is he at? If I guess, let me make sure he got this link right quick. Make sure he got the right link. Sometimes this technology does its own thing, so you have to be kind of careful, folks. All right, folks, you're live with Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop. Waiting on my man Dusty Vision to come through. Today we're talking about the BET Awards and some other stuff. Boy, look here. I don't know what to say half the time. Sometimes I just feel like a truly old dude because things that I'm seeing is going down wouldn't fly no way in the world once upon a time, but we in the new world. This is officially the new world order, folks. There you go, Dusty Vision.
What up, my man?
Dusty One, what's up with you, Doc?
Nothing much. Playboy just hanging like a chandelier trying to shine.
Oh, I sound familiar.
That's when I drop on him, man. I'm telling you, I quote you more than anybody in my life, man.
I ain't mad. I was just telling my folks, man, before you came, I ain't do my opening. Hold on, let me do my opening right quick. From the West Coast to the East Coast and everything in between, folks. You're live with Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop. From Eve After Dark to concerts in the park. That's how we do it, y'all. With my man, the Dusty One, Dusty Vision. Now, let's get back to the program.
Yes, man. Good to talk to you, Playboy. Just flew in myself back in LA from Chicago, so it's good to be back home, man.
Oh, what was that in Chicago?
Wifey and I's 10-year anniversary. Went out there and just did some nerd stuff, man. Checked out a few. We were in Chicago, not Chirac. We were far away from the Chirac that we talk about.
Chicago.
Yeah, I was by the
anniversary.
I was on the Lake Michigan with the white folks, man.
Oh yeah, okay. I ain't mad at that. That's a nice real estate.
Yeah.
That's
real man.
Nice real estate. People talk that.
I thought LA was expensive.
Man, Chicago, Lake Michigan. Come on, dude.
Yep.
That's a nice real estate, dude.
Yeah. Good time, man. But you know what, man? Every time I think there won't be enough stuff to talk about, the internet always surprises me, man. Lots to talk about today. Yeah, first off, we'll start with, I guess, the biggest story this week. I would love Alonzo's opinion on this. A lot of people are upset at BET Networks for Lil Nas X's performance, French kissing. I mean, literally just macking down with the dude at the BET Awards. Talk to me, man.
I was just saying that before you came online, man. We talking about this BET Awards, and I was just thinking about things we're experiencing right now that no way in the world would have ever flown in the 80s, 90s, and even in the early 2000s. The shock value has become more valuable than talent. It's become more valuable than cocaine and gold. And but like drugs, after a while, you do enough of them, you get immune to them. You got to do something even more to get excited, okay? And that's what we're dealing with when it comes to the shock value. I mean, that was a serious. I think one of his videos with the devil, that was a shock value. Last one he did when he was hopping on the guys on his face, hopping on the guy's face, that was another one. But to take homeboy and tickle his tonsils with his tongue, that's a whole other situation. And it caught everybody off guard, okay? It caught everybody off guard. And I'm about to sound homophobic, man, but I know most brothers that I roll with, a lot of shows that we watched, like Empire, when certain things took place, kind of tuned out. It's just certain things that, when alpha males or non-gay gay males see certain things, it's a turn off for us. And I'm not gonna sit here and condemn no man for what they do behind closed doors. It's just some things I ain't interested in. Okay. If they were doing an autopsy, I'd turn away too. Okay. I'm not interested in seeing certain things. So, and I know this has been a conversation for the last couple of days. You know, this right here, same situation. Man, what you think about that, bro? You know, I can't say a lot of things on media without getting canceled. I'm not interested in that. Okay, there are people who are. There are people who are very interested in that. And that's fine. That's no problem. But it just a lot of cats just don't find that. They find it, kind of disturbing. Now with Meg Thee Stallion was tongue kissing the girl. That's a whole other animal. Yes, we are truly. What you call it? What am I looking for?
Double standards.
Double standards. We are definitely on some double standards. I know it. I can't help it. What do you want me to do? We was wired this way. What do you want me to do? Okay, that's how the game goes. When Megan Thee Stallion, when they said she was tongue kissing somebody, everybody was like, "Where is that? Where the video? Where the video?" But the brother was doing it. Nah, man, I'm good.
And what I'm hearing a lot is the children, the kids are going to see this. The kids are going to see this. Do you think this can sway a kid's sexuality?
Well, I was just explaining to somebody the other day. Let's just go back for a second. Let's leave sex alone for a minute. Let's get off of sex for a minute. Let's just get to economics. Okay. For years, you can go downtown LA, park cost you $5. It cost you $10. That was a lot of money. Okay. $10 to park your car was a lot of money. Now, park your car in an event costs you $25 minimum, 25 on the average, 40 if it's a hotel. Gas is tickling all up in $4. All up in $4. Now, for me, as a grown man who's been on here for a long time, I remember when gas was 35 cents a gallon. Okay, I remember as a grown man in 2021, I could go back to the 70s or 80s, well, 70s when gas was 35 cents a gallon. My son, who was just about to get his first car, in 20 years from now, gonna say the same thing, but he's gonna start at $40 a gallon. Mm-hmm. I remember when gas was just $4 a gallon. Now, me and you having a fit at $4 a gallon, but the kids are gonna be used to $4 a gallon. When they get to 5 and 6, they're gonna wish it was 4.
Yeah.
When it gets to 5 and 6, they're gonna wish it was 4. All right. Now, moving forward on the social scale, the things they seeing right now. Oh, I remember I saw a man kiss a man on TV back in 2021. Now they having full-blown anal sex, whatever the case may be. Okay, they having full-blown. They going at it. Oh, that ain't nothing, Or I remember that. I remember when the first time I saw a man kiss a man on TV, we had a fit. Now they doing this right here. Okay, whatever they're gonna be doing. So when you lay the foundation, as time progresses, what is shocking to us, you 40 something, I'm older than you. What's shocking to us will become normal to the next generation, and that is what I think is by design. To be honest with you, by design.
Okay.
No conspiracy, just by design. And as the older heads check out, the newer heads will come in, and what was once totally taboo will become normal. That's just how life goes, Doc. I mean,
now on the flip side,
On
the flip side, playing devil's advocate, because there are a lot of people who are saying, "Oh, this is awesome, this is great, this is quote progress." What do you say to people who say it's progress?
When I saw, I was raised on Lucy and Ricky in 2 different beds.
They couldn't sleep in the same bed. They didn't have toilet flushes back in the day. Married with Children was the first.
When Lucy
Married
was
with Children flushing the toilet was a big deal.
Ricky, all you thought was her head, okay?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things didn't fly. I'm not saying that was right back then, but I understood why they did certain things, okay? They had a different perspective on morality, okay, on standards. Now, with television, with regular television competing with cable TV and streaming channels, you have to be more open to different things just to be able to compete. They still can't. Well, do they cuss on? They not supposed to cuss on 2, 4, 5, 7, 11, and 13, but everything in between, AMC cuss they cuss all day long. So,
Yep, you're right.
So when you have certain channels, certain situations that are regulated by the FCC, and certain channels not, those who are regulated have to have some type of edge to be able to compete. And a BET is a streaming channel, so it definitely don't have the same FCC rules that they have on Channel 7. But I've seen some of the same things on Channel 7. I used to love watching Scandal. And looked up one day, and my boy Cyrus had his boyfriend bent over the desk, and you could tell by his face what the move was. It is what it is, Doc. I mean, what can you say? I don't know, man. I don't know what to say.
It doesn't scare me. I feel a lot of people are scared of it. It doesn't scare me. And I think that, it's behind a paywall. It's behind BT. You got to pay for cable. So I think if you're a parent that it bothers you that much, then you really need to monitor the hell out of your kids. And my thing is, how are you going to hide it from them? I see a lot of people, kids shouldn't see this, but they're going to see it. They have phones. Their friends at school are talking about it. So it's really hard to shield kids from this. I guess is where I'm at, and it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me.
The only problem with that is, man. The only problem I see with that is, kids, they can't drink at a certain age. They can't drive they get to a certain age. It's just certain things they need to be regulated till they're actually ready to have them. Okay, you would not give a 10-year-old kid the keys to your car to buy the Hennessy. It ain't gonna happen.
Nope.
Okay. So why give him something he can't handle? You can't really handle that. That's my opinion. I don't see some kids may be able to handle it, but what's going to be the outcome if for a 10-year or 7-year-old kid to see this? Oh, that's good. Blah blah blah. Now, as a parent, you got to deal with some situations that you don't like dealing with in the first place. You don't like dealing with heterosexual issues because most parents find that very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Could you imagine the conversations?
Huh?
Could you imagine the conversations at the dinner table last night?
Come on, man.
Oh my God, Mom! What talk? Yeah. Oh my God.
It's hard enough as a dad to talk to your daughters about men and sex.
Yeah.
Now you got to talk to your sons about men and sex. Come on. It's easier me talk to my son. Hey man, you get a girl, strap up, do this, blah 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 blah.
Yep.
Okay? Conversation. No problem. We talk about it. Ease, no problem. My daughter's it's just rougher. I do it, but it's just a little rougher because you got to, you almost playing devil's advocate with yourself.
Because you don't want to know your daughter's getting busy. You just don't want to know.
But somebody else's daughter, you getting busy with them.
Yep.
Okay, so if you want to make somebody uncomfortable, talk about their daughter, what their daughter, talk about sexual issues about their daughter or their mama. Okay, you're gonna have a fight.
Man,
you want somebody to get uncomfortable? Talk about what their mama did back in the day. Hey man, that's all you don't want to have. People think we think that we the only ones doing what we do, and look at your daddy and mama and figure how your ass got here, okay?
Look at grandma. Grandma was a freak and everything. Great grandma was a freak.
Every once in a while, you run across some parents like the Falkers, okay? I was watching that the other night. Meet the Falkers. The Falkers is getting known, okay?
Yeah.
They let it be known. Hey, me and mama, we had the knives, okay? You got parents like that, it don't bother you because you've been around it long enough to appreciate it. But if you got some church going, Bible toting parents, all of a sudden you walk in the room and mama is praying to daddy. Okay, oh shit, I need therapy.
Man. Well, we'll see where this goes, man. Like it's only gonna go up from here, like you said. This in 20 years, in 20 years, this is gonna be laughable. Like it's gonna be the limit is gonna be set so high, man. So let's move on. But before we move on, Lonzo, I want to ask our audience a question throughout the show. I'm trying to do a little marketing thing behind the scenes. So to our audience listening, whether you're listening live, whether you're listening on the playback, let us know down below what podcasts and YouTube channels, other than this one, of course, that you listen to. Just post it down below. What are some of your favorite podcasts and YouTube channels that you guys listen to? We're doing a little marketing experiment behind the scenes. So I appreciate you guys helping me out with that. Post in the comments. Now, I really wanted to talk to you. About this.
Go ahead.
Just heard about it about 30 minutes before we went on live. I knew he was already locked up, but a very popular rapper named Pooh Shiesty was recently indicted by feds for shooting 2 other people and robbing them for weed and sneakers. This isn't the juicy part, Lonzo. There used to be a time where rappers lied about what they did in their raps, but nowadays they're telling the truth. And it's making the police's job a lot easier. But in his song, Back to Blood, he has a line, "I don't need security, I shoot up the whole club." Well, apparently he did shoot a security guard, and he is on camera robbing someone for their weed and their sneakers. It's on a nearby security cam, and he literally put it in his raps, and his rap is matching the security cam. Talk to me. No words.
Look, man. This what you just said about the Lil Nas X situation and what he did Sunday will become the norm. People used to lie about what they did back in the day. They lied. They had gangster fairy tales. Eazy-E had one. Uzi came in with the submachine Uzi, straight up the court, slapped the judge, all that kind of. That was a fantasy. Okay, and it sound good. It sound interesting. It was funny. Okay, we know he didn't do that, but as time has progressed, you can't just give them the fantasy no more. You got to give them something. Got to give them something they can sink their teeth into. So now guys are actually going out committing crimes based on their lyrics. How that is, I mean, and the mental midget that actually did this, okay, why he decided to do a crime that was that was set to lyrics is beyond common sense, beyond the law. He just want to go to court. I guess he want to go to jail a baller. I don't know. I guess he want to go to jail a celebrity, man, because that don't make no sense, man. You rob somebody, you write the lyrics, commit the crime, make the record, record the record, put the record out. Now the record's gonna be in court with you as your own lyrics are gonna be testimony against you as they convict you with your own shit. Man, come on, Doc. What they say, Rick, cocaine's a powerful drug. Okay, stupid is a powerful drug.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and attention in 2021.
Man, huh?
In 2021, attention is a powerful drug.
See what I'm saying? They got to have attention, man. They want too much attention, dude. It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Yeah. Yep.
But in his mind, there's a reason for doing that. Maybe he's going to come out to a hell of a mixtape. I don't know. A reality show. I don't know. But see, once upon a time, all these type of actions would end your career instead of enhancing your career.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Once upon a time, everything that happened, going to jail, was pretty much a done deal. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't talk about it no more. You left it alone. You pretty much, it was something you did. But now you talk about it and it becomes a part of your resume. You know, where you at from 2016 to 2021. I was doing 5 years in both. So, oh shit, you're a reality show. Okay, that's content. It's content. I remember the first time somebody told me that content would be king. I didn't understand what he was talking about. So what do you mean content is going to be king? And they explained to me how you're going to have all these channels and people are going to need to fill these channels up with content. And it won't always be good content, but it won't be blank space. And that's the first time I heard the phrase content is king. And what he was creating is content.
That's deep. That's deep. And not just on the criminal level of doing shit. Let's take the Chris Brown and Rihanna situation, for instance. That happened, 10 years ago. Right. If this were 1963 and a very popular singer beat up his girlfriend on the way to an award show, he would not have a career. If anything, this made Chris Brown's career even bigger.
Yeah. Got some tattoos, joined the Bloods. You know, he a bad dude now. He moved the last, you know, he all right. You know, and that's the difference, man. That's what happens when popularity supersedes talent. Chris Brown had a record that I know of, and God knows how long, but he whooped some ass. He's back on TMZ now. Mm-hmm. That might be the new chart to be on. What's you top 10 on TMZ? That's a hell of a shit. You can become top 10 story on TMZ. That's a good position to be in.
For real, man. And you know what? Celebrate Life Cerebral in the comments brought up one that I remember as a kid. I was maybe 14 when this happened, around 1992, and I'm sure you remember it like it was yesterday. But 2 Live Crew was probably one of, if not the first, label to or a group to get fined and arrested for the lyrics that they were putting out. Do you remember that time?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Talk to me about what you were thinking, with this whole situation with 2 Live Crew.
Well, you know what, man? When 2 Live Crew came out, dude, it was like they were like, oh shit. Because first of all, 2 Live Crew was all club music. Okay, it was never meant to be on the radio. It was all club music, underground music, just like my buddies N.W.A. They were never supposed to go to mainstream. N.W.A. they was planning to stay underground because underground had a whole different set of rules. And again, because the above ground celestial radio was competing with underground, they wanted to bring things that were underground to above surface so they can have the exposure. When 2 Live Crew was doing all they was doing, it was a major uproar, man. But the kids loved it because, hey, we want to be at the, hey, and we played it in the club, all the time. And it was at the time, that era, you had Freaknik. Okay? Y'all don't know about Freaknik. I never went myself, but I heard stories, okay? And Freaknik was like the college version of what that stuff Elvis Presley had, Beach Blanket Bingo, only on some freak shit, okay? So you had all these brothers and sisters that was going to various parts of the country, mostly Miami, and they go down there and for Easter vacation, and it will be going down. And Luke Skywalker's music became the theme music of Freaknik. Doodoo Brown, you had Tag Team, you had all those songs, the high energy
95
parties.
South, yep.
That's when people were that's when you could go to a party and lose 5 pounds. You was on some serious aerobics back then. But because of what they were saying, again, at that time, what Luke was saying was some major stuff, man. It was, oh my God. He said the word P, the P word, the D word. Oh shit, my kids are gonna be out here raping people. And white kids loved it too. And that's when the white kids love it, that's when it becomes a problem. Oh no. Judy and Jason cannot dance to this music. Oh my God, you can't do this. Oh no, my kids, my lovely kids. So all of a sudden they hit them with a lawsuit. And they won the lawsuit. They hit him with a lawsuit. Luke Skywalker, I think it was about 89. Luke talked about this on Facebook a couple of months ago. I saw his interview he did. He talked about it. Wasn't even an interview. He was just talking about it. He said all the people that benefited from his lawsuit, ain't nobody offered him a dime. Ain't nobody offered to say, man, good standing up for the culture. He said, man, I was out there by myself. Okay? But he won. That's when he was still Luke Skywalker. The only thing he lost was the right to use the name Skywalker. He had to go to Uncle Luke after that. Because Disney said, I can't mess with you. You cannot use that name associated with that music. All right, fine, I'm Uncle Luke. Okay. Mm-hmm. But he ain't never looked back since then. And that particular lawsuit changed hip hop forever, because before then, you had to have stickers on the records, the CDs and stuff. You had the Walmart version and you had the street version. Well, guess what? Nobody bought the Walmart versions. Because at one point in time, y'all may not realize this, Walmart sold more records than anybody. Walmart was the #1 record retailer in the country, in America. You got your records in the Walmart, you was slanging, okay? And in order to get them in the Walmart, you had to be Walmart standards. Walmart said no cussing. There will be none of that in here whatsoever. You will not be cussing next to our guns. It ain't gonna happen, okay? Fuck that. We not let y'all cuss next to our guns. And you had to have a sticker on your music. None of the adult versions were allowed in there. But what happened was, as much as they tried to push it, everybody went to the swap meets, the mom and pops who sold the street versions, and Walmart ended up returning all those records back to the labels. Oh yeah, and labels was going broke. So when Luke did his thing, if you don't want a Walmart, we understand. We got somebody else that'll sell it. Damn. And that's when the N.W.As and everybody else came out. Now everybody was cussing, because now it was no more a moratorium on the 7 deadly words. It was a hell of a time, man.
Man, this is the shit I love hearing. This is the type of shit that gives me goosebumps. Didn't you mention in the past that you got, I guess, I don't know, in trouble or almost threatened because you played a certain song in your club back in the day?
Certain club in my...
Yeah, I don't know. I maybe I got it mixed up with something else, but I remember you telling a story about you played a song in the club and somebody walked up to you and said, if you don't want to get sued, you better turn that shit off or something.
Oh no, yeah. It was No Vaseline.
Oh, really? No, really? Okay.
I got threatened. I got intimidated. I didn't get threatened. Dude tried to intimidate me for playing No Vaseline.
Oh, talk to me about that again. Remind us about that.
It was that's when they drained him. Drained him and just broke up with Cube, and No Vaseline was banging. And I'm in my club at Current Affair. Now, Current Affair was in Inglewood, which is primarily a blood territory. And but this other dude, I don't know where he was from, man. All I know is he was a Dr. Dre N.W.A. fan, and he was insulted by the fact that I was playing No Vaseline. He was standing right there. So I'm sitting there, I'm spinning, I got my headphones on. He stepped in the booth, and he was, hold on, man. You know, he was all up on me. I'm like, dude, back up. And I'm trying to do my thing in the queue, and he was on the side. You know, I saw his head. Can I help you, bro? I thought he wanted to request or something. Man, take it off, man. Take it off. That shit is just for my homies. I said, hold on, man. Hold on. So the record is still playing.
Yeah.
Record still playing. I said, what's going on, man? Oh, man, that record is just for my homies, Dre and Cube, man. And he don't know who the hell I am. He don't have no idea who I am. He don't know. And yeah, man, that's just my homies. And I don't appreciate that, man. Blah, 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 blah. I said, do you know Dre? No, I don't know Dre, but I just like N.W.A. F Ice Cube, blah, blah, blah. Record still playing. I didn't take the record off yet. So we had a little brief conversation. And by the time we got through talking, it was time for the next record anyway. So when I made the mix, right on, that's what I'm talking about. He thought he had actually got me to pull the record. The record was already going off. Okay? And I said, dude, do you know these dudes? No, man, I'm just an N.W.A. fan. So this is the kind of stuff that I have experienced out in these streets, because you had that these guys have a loyalty to guys they don't know. And it was kind of heated for a minute, man. Like I said before, because I realized homeboy was on something stupid. I didn't bite into it. I just bought some time, because the floor was flat. The the floor was packed. I went
that song is tight. It makes you want to dance. You know what I'm saying?
The floor was packed.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, when you drop No Vaseline, goddamn, I'm gonna let y'all set it off, man. That's like, oh shit, here we go. Let's girls and guys, all ages. Let's do this. Okay? So I'm not gonna kill the club, kill the party, the vibe for you and your bullshit. And like I said before, I was able to talk past it, and he eventually went on about his business. But yeah, he was trying to intimidate a brother, man. I'm like, you must be out of your mind.
Damn, man. Crazy story, man. You know, you were talking and something else popped in my head that you mentioned way back in the day also. There are some who say that the movie CB4 was based on you and N.W.A.
You know,
straight out of low cash.
To a slight degree, yeah, I felt it was, man, because although I wasn't a gangster, I wasn't a dope dealing gangster like my man.
What was his name? Gusto.
Okay, I mean, I wasn't like Gusto, but it was funny though because I was kind of a Gusto character and a Trustus character. You follow me? I was kind of both of them characters. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
They just had to split them up in two characters because I played both kind of roles. I was a club owner, and I wasn't no dope dealer, but I ran my club. Okay, I had my friends, and we made sure things stayed in order. Me and the cops got into it a few times. You know, that was just black men, police doing everyday business. Okay, white cops don't like seeing black men make green money. Don't like that. Okay, but we never had no major issues where I never got arrested, nothing like that. Well, I did go to jail from the club. I did go to jail one time. Anyway, but I eventually evolved into a Trustus type of character too, because I had everybody on my team. So, and to watch more so Ice Cube or CIA, because they had different sounds with me. Okay. They started off sounding like the Beastie Boys, and then once they found this new sound, the gangster sound, they kind of rolled with that one. They tried other things before they got to me. You know, when they were with me, they tried different things. They had a song called "She's a Skag," which was a knockoff of
parodies, right?
Huh?
Parodies, right? Type.
It was like a parody, but it was a knockoff of Fly Girl.
Oh,
you know, Fly Girl.
Well, She's a Skag was
kind of an answer record to Fly Girl. Then they did the thing with the UB Ellen and stuff they did on Crew Cut with me as CIA. I mean, as Stereo Crew. Then they became CIA. Okay, so you know, in all those the different genres they was trying to do to figure out get in where they fit in. And when I saw it, I'm like, damn. Then you think about after the fact. How one brother was a Muslim, and you know he kind of.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blacker than black, and I'm black.
I'm black, y'all. To know how the individual members of N.W.A. kind of reacted after they split up, you know. So some guys did get religion, okay. You know, red's a Muslim, yellow's a Christian, okay. Known fact. I ain't telling you that I don't know. That nobody don't know. Red's always been a Muslim.
Oh, never knew that.
Yellow found after doing all that porno, he found Jesus. Okay, he did. He's a deacon in the church right now. All right, more power to him. Love to death. Dre was always chasing the girl. Probably still do. All the money he got, they probably lined up looking for him. Okay. You know, Easy's passed on, but he was always the family man. Okay, he was always the family man in my presence. So when you know these guys behind the scenes, you were able to compare the CB4 crew to what could have been another version of N.W.A.
Damn.
And then you had the characters Trustus and Gusto that you know, again, may have been loosely based on the Lonzo character.
Yeah. And I guess Chris Rock's character was supposed to be loosely based on Eazy-E in a goofy parody type of way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called creative license. That means they can take something and twist it up, take a real story, put some sauce on it, some seasoning, stir it all up, and throw it at you. And it's just enough to make you recognize it tastes like meat, but it ain't meat. Okay? I don't know. It might be N.W.A. What else could it be? I don't know, but they didn't have a trusted. So, they kind of Hollywood is magic, man. That stick that the magicians have, know what that's made out of? Hollywood. Okay? Yeah. And that's where you get the magic from.
You know what? Speaking of that, explain to everybody how it works when a Straight Outta Compton uses Alonzo Williams in their movie. They use your name, they use your likeness. How does that work? Do they have to get your permission? Is there any, or explain to everybody how that works?
Now, because I had definitely went to my lawyer and asked about that one, man, because to have somebody portray you in a movie, use your name, likeness, the whole 9 yards, wigs, everything, and not talk to you about it was kind of a slap in the face on one side, but it was also embedding me in history on another side. And it was explained to me by my attorney that as long as it was the people who actually lived the story, what I mean by that is, as long as the people who were telling the story were making the movie, there was no direct conflict. Like right now, if I want to do a movie about Lonzo and Dusty on a Tuesday afternoon at 6:30, talking about this, I got to get your permission because it was a true story. It's based on a true story. Okay, I can't lie and say you were sitting. I can't lie and say you were sitting there dressed in drag, though. Okay, gotcha. If I said you was dressed in drag, no. But if I had a brown skinned guy with a beard, headphones, playing Dusty, talking to Lonzo on a Tuesday, ain't no conflict. Now my boy Atron, they did shortly after they did Straight Outta Compton, they did All Eyes on Me. And because it was a third-party company that did All Eyes on Me, they had to pay him for his name and likeness. If Tupac had been alive and did it himself, it would have been different. Okay? But because they had to pay for the rights to do that, they had to pay him for the rights to use his name and likeness. It wasn't their story. Straight Outta Compton was Dre and Ice Cube's story, and I'm a part of that story. So therefore, they don't have to get my permission to tell that story.
Okay.
That's how it was explained to me.
Okay. And I'm assuming, well, not assuming, I know that if they portrayed you in a way that you feel is a way that would harm or hurt your career, you could sue them after that, which is exactly what Jerry Heller did, right?
Jerry Heller did. Suge tried to do the same thing. Didn't work out well for him at all.
Man, talk about it.
Jerry, that whole situation stressed him out so bad. And I saw him after Straight Outta Compton. He had aged tremendously. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he had a lot going on in his life. Maybe that gave him the heart attack. I don't know for sure, but I know I've been in lawsuits before. I've been involved in lawsuits. I've been involved in divorces. I've been involved in audits. That's some stressful shit. Okay, all those things are stressful. Okay, only thing more stressful than all three of those is a loan modification. Okay, I've done all of them. All right, as a grown ass man. I've done all that. Loan modifications, divorces, audits, all that. And I think out of all of them, I think the loan modification was the most stressful. So to be in a situation like that at his age, and nobody wants their legacy to go out like that. That's not something you want people to think. Even my character. My character, although it wasn't, he wasn't horrible. they said a lot of little things at my character that make people even today, 6 years later, still question my intent. I've had arguments with people on on this channel who tried to tell me my intent or my reputation based on the movie. Okay, now, I told them if you basing Lonzo on the movie Straight Outta Compton, kiss my ass. Okay, you don't know nothing about me. If you try to base Lonzo, my history or my contribution based on their portrayal of me in Straight Outta Compton, you're sadly mistaken. You're wasting your fucking time. And that's the part that can be kind of disheartening to a certain degree, because you hate to keep going over the same thing. Did Yella take your girl? Did you just like hip hop? Is your Jerry curl really that juicy? Did you what's the other one? And those are the main.
You didn't like Boys in the Hood. You hated Boys in the Hood or something.
And here's the part that this is the part that only a person who understands the numbers and the time, and when I break it down to them, they go, damn, man, I never thought about that. You have to realize, I was at Dudo's in 1984 and 1985. 1984 and 1985. 1984 and 1985, the Wrecking Crew was the hot group. Ice-T was hot. Dream Team hadn't came out yet. N.W.A had not come out yet. Okay, there was no N.W.A in 1984, 85. Wrecking Crew was still rocking crowds up until 86. All right? And like I tell them, I said, I don't remember Cube ever coming to do those. Huh. I don't remember him ever coming to do those. And the one time, I'm going to tell you, like I tell everybody else, the one time we ever had anything derogatory at Dudo's was when Dre played a song. Dre played this song. I'm gonna go to my crates. I gotta clean out my garage. I might do it this weekend. Dre was playing a song called "Fuck All Them Hoes." Jinx made this song called "Fuck All Them Hoes." Okay, and I'm at Dudo's, and because Dudo's was so big, I had off-duty cops as my security. Reggie Wright Sr. was one of my security guards. A lieutenant for the Compton PD, one of my security guards. Huey Taylor, who later became the chief of police. Chief of police, one of my security guards. They were all my buddies. I'm paying these guys overtime to just stand around and do basically nothing, just to be intimidated. Okay, along with my cousin Philip Bailey, rest his soul. Now, here's the crazy part. The one time I got jammed by people I'm hiring was because Dre played a song at Dudo's in 1984 called "Fuck All Them Hoes." And I didn't pay no attention. I'm running around doing my thing at Dudo's. Dallas it was a lieutenant for the Compton PD. He passed on now. But his name was Dallas Elvis. Okay? Dallas Elvis jammed me up. I'm paying this guy $150 a night, and he's on my head. Lonzo.
This is the story I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-huh.
Lonzo.
Keep going.
Why you know I can arrest you right now for playing I can arrest you right now. For what? What are you talking about? For playing that song. What song are you talking about? I ain't paying no attention. He just played a song with a bunch of cussing in it in front of all these kids. I can arrest you right now for contributing to the delinquency of a minor. What are you talking about? And I went back and found out what Dre had played, and that's when I got on his ass. Okay, I had never got on Dre's ass for nothing before, but you almost got me arrested for playing a song in front of these kids because they Dudo's. They was in the club at 13, 14, 15 years old. That's when it twerking. What we wasn't twerking yet. Dudos was a different vibe. Dudos was a big old romper room club. Big old romper room. Okay? I was basically babysitting 500 to 700 kids every Friday night at Dudos. Dudos didn't have the same age limit that Even After Dark did. So that's why I got people's kids, I got people's babies in here. That's why I had the police, because I'm right around the corner from Pyru. And because Compton, you could let people in the club in a youth event 13 to 18. Okay?
Yeah.
13 to 17. And that's pretty much what came to do those till we had New Edition. So this is the era, it's a different era I'm dealing with. Nowadays, cops probably would turn the blind eye to this shit. Okay? Mm-hmm. And watch the girls' asses bounce. But back then, it was a different era, and they wasn't going for it. They wouldn't let me bring that to the table. And the cop told me, a cop that I'm paying, threatened to arrest my ass for Dre playing this record called Fuck All Them Hoes.
Damn. Yeah, that's the story I was talking about right there. And that's just another weed that you had to whack, you know what I'm saying, as you're trying to make it through this thing called hip hop, which is a fascinating story.
Well, you know, like what I'm saying, man, when you have been in the game as long as I have, dude, and you've had to fight all the battles. I mean, I watched Luke fight this battle. Luke's battle wasn't my battle. We never cussed on our records. I remember we got jammed up by K-Day because on the in-the-house calls, Shakespeare says, I know who you are. You got your driver's license. Now I got to kick your ass, okay, in regards to ass. But we caught hell for saying that.
Oh, wow.
But ass. First we said ass. They made us take out the S's. They made us take out the S's on ass. Okay? All we could say was ass, and they still gave us the one eye. They still gave us the one eye. So when you've had to go through that kind of stuff, when Easy was doing Boys in the Hood, Greg wanted to play it, but he couldn't play it because he had too much cussing in it. Also, all that was groundbreaking material, man. The record crew was right there, even with our non-violent, non-gang affiliated material, we still was being censored just for saying simple words like ass. And ass, you see ass on record TV now, but back then it wasn't on record TV.
Yeah.
You wasn't saying ass. If it wasn't a donkey, you couldn't say ass. If it wasn't dealing with a donkey, you could not say ass. So, you know, as a grown man, as an old man in the game, I'm like, damn, boy, the game, if I'm giving me a rocket to the game, show ass changed a lot. Shit. You know, it's because the game has changed a lot, man.
Yeah, you used to get shit for a lyric you said in one of your songs where you said something about going to the bathroom and wiping or something. There was no toilet.
I had a lyric on my song from my CBS album, Wrecking Crew Blues, and it was a joke, man. You know, I went to the restroom to relieve myself. I turned around, there was no paper on the shelf. Larkin Arnold looked at me like I was out of my goddamn mind. You want to take the shit on the record? I said relieve myself, but you want toilet paper. That's insinuating you taking a shit. Yes, sir. That's what I was insinuating. Okay? But it was a joke. And I stayed in the record, but I got the goddamn one eye. Okay? I got the one eye. Like, hey, man, you know what? You're cutting it close. I'm like, what? But again, this is how, like I said before, I'm used to seeing gas 33 cents a gallon, man, $4. Ain't nobody, protesting, ain't nobody complaining. When gas went to $2, my partner, good friend of mine, Dr. James Mays, had a press conference at the gas station on Imperial in Vermont, complaining because gas hit $2 a gallon.
Wow. I would give a right arm for $2 gas right now. I would give a right arm for $2 gas right now.
Yeah. He gone now, but he roll up in his grave. He can see these prices right now. In some places, it's $5.
Damn, yeah. Damn.
I was hanging out last week, man. I went to a bunch of events last week. All of them, I got VIP passes, backstage passes. It still cost me $100 in goddamn parking fees.
Parking, gas, dry. Oh my God, yeah.
I ain't tripping on the gas. Julio told me, he said, I need $25. For what? I said $25. Ah man, it's $25 to park.
Yeah, and that's cheap.
Where's the cheap? Ain't no cheapy parking right here, no. No street parking. No
Be
street
careful
parking.
with those accents. Be careful with those accents. You're gonna get canceled.
Yeah, that's right. You know, hey, I'm an impersonator, but yeah, but it is what it is, Doc. You know. Yeah. And then a man at the hotel, he told me, what did he say? It's normally $45 a day, but it's 25 till 3 o'clock in the morning.
You motherfucker.
I'm at the W high signing. I'm at the W high signing.
Nah.
My girl Big Les and Curtis Blow, we all hanging out at this BET event for the Universal Hip Hop Museum. I got a plaque last week.
Oh.
I gotta tell you a story too, man. I
love it. Please.
Last week I got another event to go to. I went to Paul Mooney's memorial service.
Oh, okay.
A friend of mine is a publicist. She invited me to, you want to come by and hang out with the family. Cool. And I didn't really know Paul like that, but we knew each other in passing. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I see my buddies. I'm buddies with Joe Torre and a bunch of comedians. I see Joe at the Joe's kicking it with Tiffany Haddish. And I've always thought Tiffany Haddish was a straight cutie pie. Okay. When I first saw her little ass walk on BET, telling them crazy ass with that big pretty smile, I said, she's a cutie pie. And there she was. I wanted to meet her. I said, Joe, now I could have went fan style and just, Miss Haddish, can I get a picture? I'm going player style. Joe, introduced me to Tiffany so I could get a picture. Joe said, no problem, dude. He said, hey, Tiffany, this is my boy Lonzo. He want to get a picture. Okay? She looked at me up and down. I know that nigga. Do you really? Where you know me from? I don't like him. Huh? I said, everybody like me, baby. I said, oh, my baby mama like me. What you talking about? You got me confused. Nah, I got a real good memory. I don't like him. I don't know him, but I've been in his presence before. I don't like him. What? I'm checking my shit. I'm like, I can't tell if she's playing or she's serious. Mm-hmm. See, at the Boom Boom Room, my host was a comedian, and she would bring female comedians to the club. Sexy Marlowe, Lunel come through there. Melody Camacho came through there. So I don't know if she came and caught me in one of my Straight Outta Compton moves, because I can be that dude for Straight Outta Compton. Okay? Uh-huh. Well, I don't know if she caught me one of them things. I said, baby, you know what? I don't know what I did, but as a gentleman, the man that I am, I'm going to apologize right now, and hopefully, it'll be all right. Huh. And she looked at me and said, I just want to get a picture with you. She said, come on. And she took a picture. She smiled. Why your phone so ashy? I'm like, what? My phone ashy? Goddamn, baby. So, me being the dude that I am, I'm trying to clarify things, okay? And I she was talking to somebody else. I was gonna wait and maybe try to find out what happened so I can get some closure on this shit. And she looked at me. She said, "We ain't gonna fight about it." I said, "No, we not. No, hell no. I ain't gonna be on TMZ arguing with you about no dumb shit."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And my boy Joe said, "Lonzo, let that go, man." I said, "Nigga, I'm out of here. I got my picture." But I'm like, damn. And that's the only thing about comedians. You don't know when they playing or when they serious.
Exactly.
Okay? Sometimes, because as me and you, if I tease you about something, at some point in time, I'm a break. All right, nigga, I'm just fucking with you.
Nah, they got me. All right.
I got you, okay? And she never broke. I'm like, left me kind of hanging. I had to make a phone call. Did she ever come to the club? Yeah, she came to the club. Did I meet her? I don't remember that. So, it's just, that was probably the craziest thing that happened to me last week. Okay.
Wow.
Other than that, the service was interesting, man. It was like it was a comedy show, a memorial concert. Shaka Khan performed. Denise Williams performed. Jonathan Butler performed. Damon Wayans showed up. He talked about Paul Mooney. Spike Lee was there. Me and Spike got a picture together, right? Now I'm clean. I go to funerals. I come out this right here. I put on my suit. I do it old school. I got on hard sole shoes. I ain't wearing shoes. I do it old school. So I'm sitting over there at the table with with Melody Camacho and another partner of mine, Darrell. Much love to you, Darrell. And Spike Lee he looked over, looked me dead in the face. He pointed at me. You know, I Spike, much love, Doc. So a little later on, I'm out in the hallway. I had to do a Zoom call. I'm out in the hallway, and Spike walked by again. There you go, player. I said, "What's up, Spike? Can I get a picture?" I said, "Much love, Spike." And I gave him a little dap. He said, "Boy, you smell like a player too." I said, "Nah, I gotta get a picture, Doc." So now we got it. I got me and Spike got a selfie together, just on being. He's a cool dude, man. You know, just on being cool. And that I think that kind of overrode the Tiffany thing. I always like Spike Lee.
That's good, man. Yeah. That's a weird situation. She called you out like that and just kept it going. I would have let it roll, but whatever.
I'm gonna let it go. It's over with now. But I'm just sitting there.
Yeah.
Because first I was kind of embarrassed, man.
Of course.
I tell you, I don't like him. Talking to me. What the fuck I do to you? What the fuck are you talking about? Okay. And now your mind starts wondering, did I meet this bitch before someplace?
And you say bitch in your head too.
Say what?
And you say bitch in your head too. Did I meet this bitch?
Well, see, at the club, at the Bel Exotic Club, not really the Bel Exotic Club, sometimes them sisters can piss you off. Okay? You got a room full of estrogen. Okay? And everybody want attention. You got to back up. And I don't know. She might not have been a celebrity at that time. She might not have been as big as she was at that time. I might have said, I don't know. I might not have paid her no attention.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is my picture is over with, but I had to share that with you, man, just on the GP. Yeah, just on GP.
Good story, man. Good story. Let's wrap it up, man. You got anything coming up on Thursday?
Man, not yet. I'm looking. I met Big Les Thursday. Big Les, the sister did the dance on Living Single. I met her Thursday. I told her I'm gonna reach out for her. I said, see if I can get on the show and talk about her dance career, what she did. I got a few other things in mind. Nothing locked in as of yet, but that don't mean nothing. But I tell you what, though, Homegrown Media Network. Media Network. That is a channel that we'll be broadcasting from shortly. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Got Roku. If you got Roku, we're gonna be coming live internationally on Roku by way of the Homegrown Media Network. I did it last night. I uploaded. I added the channel to my account, my channel catalog last night. The channel is up. It's not live yet. I'm gonna upload some more shows. I'm gonna upload my old show, Issues in the Hood. I'm gonna upload some episodes of what me and you do. I need some of your stuff from your show as well. And I'm looking to give some independent content creators another platform. Okay, independent content creators another platform. Yeah, I know YouTube is great. I love it, but when you're on television, man, it takes it to another level, dude. And you can watch this on Roku. And if you got Roku on your phone, you can still watch it on your phone. So we're growing. We got some things planned. I got my whole little team together. And I'm looking to launch the channel probably around the middle of between the 5th and the 10th of July, depending on how fast we get these episodes uploaded in our catalog. So that's the
love it, man.
Also, September 18th, my nonprofit, the Lyrical Revolution, is hosting a prostate cancer walk in Cal State Dominguez. If any of y'all in California, if y'all over 40, I need y'all to come out and check out this information about prostate cancer. I don't know if I told y'all or not. I'm quite sure I did. If I didn't, I'm gonna tell you again. I'm a prostate cancer survivor. Okay, I had prostate cancer about 10 years ago now. I'm good. But when I became an advocate for prostate cancer, and I learned about prostate cancer, I realized that prostate cancer kills more black men than heart attacks and bullets. Prostate cancer kills more black men than heart attacks and bullets. But unlike heart attacks and bullets, if you catch prostate cancer early, it ain't no big deal. I tell you the story about the doctor, what he told me one time.
Tell it again.
All right, quick. Now, when I had prostate cancer, I went to go see my buddy at the Watts Healthcare Clinic, and a doctor walked past the room, past the door, and my buddy said, "Hey man, could you come talk to my partner? He feel a little depressed because that's all part of the process you deal with when you deal with any kind of cancer, depression, denial, all that shit." Doctor came in, said, "Man, you got prostate cancer?" I said, "Yeah, doc." He says, where they find the cancer at?" I said, "They found it in 2 parts of my prostate." Well, how much was it? I had 10% on one side and 10 in the other. The doctor looked at me and looked me dead in the face and said, "Nigga, you ain't even sick." Nigga, the black doctor, of course. Nigga, you ain't even sick. He said, if you got to have cancer, you want prostate cancer and skin cancer. Why? Because if you catch them early, no big deal. What happens is they done made the marketing for prostate cancer for black men has been hijacked by the media, and brothers see these 2 goddamn fingers and they take off running. Now, the same brothers been doing fingers signs all their life, okay? You know, all this right here and all this right here, but these 2 fingers right here make a nigga run like gunshots, okay? Niggas run like gunshots. They see these 2 fingers right here. But these 2 fingers are obsolete nowadays. They still use them as a primary check, but they're obsolete for the most part. All I'm saying is, don't run from these 2 fingers, okay? He ain't gonna kiss you, he ain't gonna rub you on your head, he ain't gonna pat you on the ass. It's in and out. Just check, see if it's swollen. If it's swollen, if it ain't swollen, he won't check it again for another 2 years. If it is swollen, you might want to do some checking before it get too late. That's how I found out, folks. That's how I found out. So
I'm getting lightheaded like a motherfucker.
18th, Cal State Dominguez, I'm doing the prostate cancer walk. I'm also going to be rocking, you in LA, I'm rocking the French Quarters in LA on Saturday night starting next week. Every Saturday, I'm bringing my old school flavor to French Quarters and Bellflower. So yeah, your old dude is busy, man. So I'm still grinding. I'm having more fun now than I did when I had a job. Shit.
That's dope, man. That's dope, man. I know so many, and you know, not to age, you're proud of your age. I know so many 65-year-olds who don't have half the energy that you have, dog. So keep that shit up. It's keeping you young, man.
64. Don't give me no more. I'm only 4.
Oh, 64. My bad.
Don't give me another one, okay? I'll let me next year.
For sure.
Last night I was playing blackjack, man. And this old dude was trying to impress this young girl sitting at the table, old white dude. I'm on to be your daddy. I'm 57 years old. He looking about 70. And yeah, what did he say? He said something to her. I'm old. And I'm 63. Looked at that motherfucker and said, you just don't know. You just don't know. He had nothing coming. She looking at me. Anyway, folks, I'm out of here. Dusty, much love, Doc. We did another one, man. We got almost 100 comments today. Man. Oh, we got 100. Got 100.
I love it.
100 folks in the chat room. Dusty, now, this is what we do now, folks, so y'all know. If I don't respond to you, Dusty does the chat room now. Dusty, I don't even see the chat room. So if I didn't respond to you, I'm going to tell you right now, much love for everybody that bought a book, everybody that came out 2 weeks ago. Everybody got something to say in the chat room. I love all that, folks. Much love to you. And much love to you, Dusty, for sticking with me all this time, man.
Likewise, baby. Likewise.
Peace.
Peace.